welcome back to another video. Yes, this is me, the famous Zebrix, in the one and only disguise. But anyways, today is a different kind of video because I am basically going to be doing a TFOL room tour, and that is basically me showing you my bedroom. If you don't really care, please stay on the video, because I think it's gonna be a pretty cool video, but let's get right into it. Okay, so as you can see, this is the outside of the room. There's just this very simple white door with the Z on it to represent Zebrix and nothing else. But now taking a look inside, this is my room. The first thing you notice is behind the door, you have these little minifigure sheets with all of the ones that I'm currently collecting, because I have many more minifigs, but these are the more recent ones that I'm actually trying to collect. And these are the Series 19s, the Series 20s, the Lego 40-year anniversary, the DC ones, the Disney ones, and the Harry Potter number 2. Wave 2, and then to the right of the door there's this poster from when I went to Greece, very cool. And then there's this Stranger Things poster, because if you don't know, I'm a very big Stranger Things fan, and I recommend you guys go check out my Stranger Things mocks playlist. It should pop up in the iCard right above. And then you have just my closet with my clothes, and you don't need to see the inside of that, it's not important. But then here you have my school bag, which I will just get out of the way. And you have this little piece of furniture, I don't know what else to call it honestly, with some drawers, and inside these drawers are all, well not all, but a lot of my parts, which I actually store in plastic bags by part. So you can see that in this one, you just have my base plates and blue tack and some more plastic bags. And then in this one, you can see that there's boxes with some Technica axles and pins, and some round plates, and then a few instruction manuals. I don't actually have a lot of instruction manuals. And then you can see you have some angle plates, some angled bricks, some windshields. It's just a lot of boringness, but now you got a little look at how I sort my stuff. And then on top of that, there's this little display area with, I'm sorry for the lighting, maybe I can make it better, just give me a second. Okay, that's much better. There's this little display area where I have a bunch of stuff like my DeLorean from last week's video, so I recommend you check that one out. That one will also be on the iCard. And then you have my sig fig, and you have the sorting hat and the Tri-Wizard cup. You have this little bench design that I was experimenting with. You have the boombox from my boombox tutorial. You have my gaming chair from my penthouse mock, which again will be in the iCard above. You have the Harry Potter boat that takes you to Hogwarts. You have these gaming monitors that the table is currently being used, so I had to take it off. And you have a piece, the substitute piece for the Mirror of Horizon. And you also have this little surfer dude who spins. Yeah, he spins. And you have this little Technic thing that actually bounces. So yeah, he bounces. That's pretty cool. And then you have these 3 display cubes. Each one, you have 2 gray ones, this one with a little blue border that I made for it, and this one yellow, and this one that's gray. And in each one there's a set. So the first one, you have these books to stack it up, and then you have the famous Central Perk from Friends, which I really love, and I got it for my birthday last year, and I had to elevate it because it is a pretty short set. And then in the next one, there's the Gingerbread House, which I bought a few months ago, and I really like the look of just in general. And you have a few of the additional little builds in front of it. And then you have the VW bus, which is one of my favorite builds personally, which I also got recently. And I just put it all the way up there because it's red and it's really visible. But the cool thing about these is you can actually turn the lights on. So if you go to this little switch, which is somewhere in the room that you'll see later, and you just click it, you can see that the lights are now all on, so you can see a lot better into it. And yeah, and it looks really good. It almost looks like a museum, honestly. And then next to that, you have my big work table where I build all of my mocks. And yeah, and it's really big, and you can see starting from the right, you have my gaming headphones on their stand. You have the knife I used to separate parts. I don't use brick separators, I don't really like those. And then you have here just a box with random minifig stuff. and this little net technique that I saw on a TD Bricks tutorial a few months ago, and I was just experimenting with it, and I've kept it ever since. And then you have more minifig stuff, so you have animals and crates and random sticker pieces and weapons and methods of transport. Then you have these bins with random stuff, so like modified plates and hinges, and then a bin with minifigure bodies, and then a few motorcycles in this box. And then you have my box full of 1x1 stuff, and this bin full of foliage stuff and vegetation, and then this bin full of fire, and then my sorted minifig stuff. These are just my destroyed minifigs, and then this little pencil holder that's really full, and then up here some more Technic stuff. And then here are the bags of the parts that I do use the most. So like 1x4 plates, other bigger plates of different sizes, and bricks, like 1x4 bricks, and 1x2 bricks, and just all of the parts that I use most. And then currently I have an Among Us project that is in progress, and you can see that here is the base of it, and you have just a bit more additions. And then this is the mop that's coming out on Friday, so I'm gonna censor that, and it is from a very good show, so stay tuned because it's coming out on Friday. And then above the table on the right side, you have this shelf with all of my assembled minifigs. So you have these from the Umbrella Academy that I displayed on my stories a few weeks ago, so go follow my Instagram. It's gonna pop up on the screen. It's at z.bricks, in case my editor forgets to include it. I'm my editor. And then you have these from Atypical, which is, like I said, they're gonna be the next mock. Well, maybe I didn't say it, but it's from Atypical. And then you have these other minifigs. So you have the ones that aren't from any particular series, like the Minecraft ones that I just kept assembled, or like Santa Claus or the Statue of Liberty. And then you have like the Series 19s and the Series 21s. And you have all of the Harry Potter ones and the DC ones, because I did get a lot of the Harry Potter sets this summer, and a lot of them are destroyed because I had to use the parts for these minifigs. And then above that, there's this little shelving unit which has all of my books. I know it's not a lot. I used to like reading a lot, but most of the books I have physically were from when I was small, because now I use a Kindle like a big boy. So you have just all of the books. You have the Hunger Games, the Harry Potters, the Percy Jacksons, the Diary of Wimpy Kids. I have every single book. And then you have this little bob thing, the ones that, you know, the ones that never fall, which is pretty cool. And then to the left, still on the table, you have my one and only window. Hi, that's me. No, don't look at me, please, please. And you can see that opening the window. It's nighttime right now because I get home from school pretty late, but I can open the blinds if you want. It's dark. You can't see anything. So let's shut the window because it's cold. Because, yeah, it's really cold where I am. And then to the side, you have my bedside table with my big boy Kindle, my Alexa, my lamp, and my alarm. Oh, she just turned on. And then you have my whole plug system. And under the table, you have my school stuff, because I recently emptied out my locker since my school might close. You never know. And so I just keep it all here. And yeah, it just shows you how much I care about school. But school's important. Stay in school, kids. And then you have my bin full of unsorted parts. I don't know if you expected more or less, but this is what I have because I sort all of my mocks after I build them, but I didn't used to, so that's still full. And then you have my epic bed with my fluffy blanket and my Minion and my Homer Simpson, which I won at a fair this summer. And you have my array of posters, so you have my monkey poster with just chimpanzees holding a banana dressed as FBI agents, and I love that one. Then you have my Spider-Man Far From Home poster, and you have my Stranger Things Season 3 poster. This is one of my favorite movies, and it's my favorite MCU movie, and this Stranger Things is one of my favorite shows. And this is the Marvel 80 Years poster, which I also think looks really sick. And then you have my Harry Potter Deathly Hallows Part 2, I think, poster, and I've read all the books and I've seen all the movies, so I'm a Harry Potter nerd. And oops, that's looking a little wrong. Okay, and then you have my Stranger Things fan art that I drew, and it's just hung up on the wall in a frame. And then you come to the very cool shelves of display stuff. So you can see that on these shelves you have on the bottom one, you have my biggest set. So you have the Stranger Things upside down one, which is a very good set. The build of it is very, very cool, and I love the inspiration of it because honestly I love Stranger Things. And you have the minifigs, and you have my custom hopper from my Murray's Hideout collab, so you should check that out too. It's going to be in the iCard. And then the Hopper's car, and then there's just this light hanging from here which turns on. Yeah, so it just does that. I pretty much never have it on. And then you have this other light system which turns on, with the Christmas lights, which looks really cool. And then you have the tree house, my beautiful golden jewel, because it is my biggest set ever and it's my favorite set, and I honestly love this set. I'm not going to go into depth for this one because there will be a review coming out, I think at the end of December or something, even though I built this at the beginning of November. But yeah, I have a lot going on right now and I just love this set. And then in the top shelf you have my Spider-Man and my Dustin from Stranger Things Funko Pop, my Mirror of Erised, this bag full of my sister's Lego. I don't know if you can see it, but she gave me all her Lego. And then you have this Stranger Things famous special Coke can, and then on here you have a bunch more vehicles and accessories, and the Harry Potter Whomping Willow and the two Patronus. And is it Patroni? Is the plural of Patronus Patroni? So I searched it up, and in English it's Patronuses, and in German it's actually Patroni. But then moving on, you have this big 48 by 48 base plate, which doesn't fit in the drawers down there. And here you have my mic and my tripod. It's the only place I could store it. I know it doesn't look very good there. And then here you have the desk where I do my homework and where I film my mocks, because basically I put the backdrop over here, and then I have this table here with my tripod, and I have this light, and then there's another one in my closet, and then here you have more plugs, because I actually do have LED lights. So if you click it once, it changes color and it starts shifting between colors. If you click it twice, it stops on the color you want it to stop on. So right now it is green, and then if you click it 3 times, it starts just shifting between colors, and if you click it 4 times, it turns off. So I really like LED lights. And then this table is just always empty because it's where I do my homework and where I film, so I need it to be empty. And then you have my chair that I can just move around in easily with my jacket, and it's really easy to move around on. And inside the desk, it's just trash. But now I'm going to show you how this looks when I'm actually filming something. So you can see here that this is the same desk, but I just put my paper backdrop with my turntable on it, and you have one of my really white hospital lights that I keep in my closet right here on this additional table that I have to take and bring. And then you have my tripod where my phone goes on, and this is the turntable the mock would go on. And then you have the same lamp from before. That just is the second one, and so this is basically how I film, and I'd say it's a pretty cool setup. But then right here we're back at the door, so that is the end of the room tour. But anyways guys, that was the video. I hope you enjoyed. My room is, I'd say it's pretty cool because I recently redecorated it so that I can actually build and do everything in the room. So I'm really happy with how it turned out, and I hope you guys like it. So just leave a like, subscribe, comment down below what you think I should do next or make a video of next, and just turn on notifications so you don't miss another upload. But I'll see you later.